Say goodbye, or at least start saying goodbye, to swelling. If you're over 60, tell me if this sounds familiar. You wake up and your knees feel thick. By afternoon, socks leave marks around your ankles. By evening, stairs look longer than they did last year. You stretch, you walk, you try to shake it off, but the heaviness keeps coming back. Most people are told, that's just aging, but that answer is incomplete. What's quietly changing under the surface is your collagen, the scaffolding that keeps cartilage springy, tendons gliding, and joint fluids silky. By our mid-60 seconds, our natural collagen production can be dramatically lower than it was decades ago. Less scaffolding means more friction. More friction means irritation. Irritation means swelling. And swelling makes every step feel like you're wearing ankle weights. Here's the part almost no one tells seniors. You don't have to sit and watch that decline. You can feed your joints what they're missing. Not with hype or miracle powders, but with real foods that your body recognizes, digests, and uses to rebuild. The shift can be surprisingly fast when you make it daily. Fewer creaks in the morning, less puffiness at night, and the simple joy of standing up without bargaining with your knees. Today, I'll rank the top 8 collagen-rich foods from helpful to powerhouse so you can start strengthening from the inside out. I'll show you what each food brings, how to use it, what mistakes to avoid, and the little signs that tell you it's working. Stay to the end. Has shown is the most collagen-dense whole food most people have never tried, and it may be the missing piece between I can't and I can again. Before we dive in, breathe. This is not about perfection. It's about small, doable swaps that reduce swelling, help knees glide, and bring back confident steps. Let's begin. Egg whites get all the praise for protein, but the yolk is where the collagen story comes alive. Yolk carries sulfur for strong collagen crosslinks, biotin for connective tissue, choline for cell membranes, and vitamin D for bone cartilage support. Think of whites as bricks and yolks as the mortar and blueprints. Why it helps after 60. As collagen turnover slows, your body needs cofactors to assemble what you eat into something your joints can use. Yolk nutrients support that assembly line. Many seniors who switch from egg white omelets to 2 soft-cooked whole eggs a few days a week describe less morning stiffness and a calmer background ache. How to use: poach, soft boil, or gently fry in olive oil to preserve delicate compounds. Add spinach or tomatoes for antioxidants. Common mistakes: overcooking until the yolk turns chalky, you lose some benefit. Tossing the yolk due to old myths, or eating eggs alone without any veggies or fiber. Watch for wins: easier first steps in the morning, fewer crackle sounds when standing, steadier energy through breakfast. Caution: if your clinician has set cholesterol limits, personalize this with them. These little seeds are a mineral trio your collagen enzymes love. Zinc starts collagen synthesis, manganese, cartilage resilience, and magnesium muscle relaxation. Nerve steadiness. After 60, many of us eat less mineral-dense food. Seeds bring that density back in a spoonful. How to use: aim for a 1/4 cup most days. Dry roast for flavor or soak overnight in lightly salted water. Then dry soaking reduces phytic acid and can improve mineral availability. Sprinkle on oats, salads, or yogurt. Blend into smoothies if chewing is tiring. Common mistakes: candied or heavily salted mixes, giant handfuls, more isn't better, relying on seeds instead of meals. Watch for wins: fewer nighttime calf twinges, smoother stair descent, and less ankle sock line by evening. Caution: if you've been advised to limit magnesium or potassium, align portions with your team. Most people drain the can and miss the treasure: those soft, edible bones. They're where you find type I collagen, natural gelatin, calcium, and phosphorus, the same combo your knees rely on to glide. Pair that with salmon's omega-3 seconds, which help calm inflammatory pathways, and you get a double support meal for swollen, irritated joints. How to use: choose wild-caught with bones intact. Mash the bones into the meat they soften during canning. Stir with lemon, dill, and olive oil. pile on whole grain toast with avocado, or fold into warm grain bowls. Common mistakes: buying boneless, tossing bones, or drowning salmon in sugary sauces. Watch for wins: less crunch when you first bend the knee, easier chair-to-stand transitions, and steadier balance on short walks. Caution: if you track sodium, pick low-sodium cans and season yourself. For decades, chicken skin was blamed for everything. Here's the truth: when you slow-cook skin-on, bone-in pieces, you extract type I collagen, the dominant collagen in ligaments and tendons, plus gelatin that literally cushions. Seniors who replace a weekly skinless chicken breast with skin-on thighs, roasted or stewed, often notice fewer catching sensations and a softer landing when the heel hits the floor. How to use: roast thighs low and slow, collect the pan juices, and chill when they gel. That's natural collagen. Skim excess fat if you wish. Reheat gently and spoon over veg. Common mistakes: deep frying pro-inflammatory oils, burning the skin, or removing skin before cooking. You lose gelatin. Watch for wins: looser hamstrings in the morning, less hot joint feeling after errands, and quieter knees on stairs. Caution: adjust for overall fat goals as advised by your clinician. Gelatin is collagen that's already been partially cooked, easy to dissolve and digest. It brings glycine and proline, two amino acids your joints lean on for repair. Think of gelatin as a gentle daily top-up that turns tea, broth, or soup into joint-friendly fuel. How to use: 1–2 tablespoons divided by day. Stir into bone broth, decaf tea, or warm water with lemon. Make low-sugar gummies with real fruit puree. Whisk into soups and stews as a healthy thickener. Common mistakes: sweet, candy-style gummies loaded with sugar. All at once dosing that upsets the stomach. Giving up after 3 days, collagen support is about consistency. Watch for wins: fewer creaks when you rise from the couch, less sandpaper feeling under the kneecap, better tolerance for short walks. Caution: choose unflavored, minimal ingredient powders. If you're on a protein-restricted plan, confirm servings. Sardines are the compact version of everything your joints love. Skin for elastin plus collagen, soft bones for type I collagen plus calcium, and fat for EPA divided by DHA. 3 simple meals a week on toast with mustard yogurt, in salads with lemon and parsley, or in a warm rice bowl can tip the scales from puffy by evening to lighter by dinner. How to use: canned in water or olive oil. Keep skin and bones. Brighten with citrus and herbs. Common mistakes: sauces high in sugar or seed oils, discarding skin divided by bones, or avoiding sardines due to smell. Start with lemon plus herbs to mellow flavor. Watch for wins: ankles that don't balloon after standing, less tenderness around the kneecap, and more confident footing on uneven ground. Caution: if you monitor sodium or purines, gout, set portions with your clinician. Bone broth is liquid joint care. Long, slow simmering draws out gelatin, type I collagen, glycine, proline, and minerals that your body uses to bind collagen into real structures. Many seniors report the same pattern. Within 2–4 weeks of a daily cup, mornings feel smoother, afternoon stares quieter, and evening swelling less dramatic. How to use: simmer knuckles, necks, backs, feet, or marrow bones with onion, garlic, herbs, and a splash of vinegar. It helps pull minerals for 12–24 hours. Freeze in mugs or jars, sip warm, or cook rice divided by veg with it so your collagen rides along with dinner. Common mistakes: ultra salty boxed broth, often just flavored water, rushing the simmer, or discarding the jelly layer. That's the gold. Watch for wins: fewer pops and clicks when you pivot, easier kneel to stand, and the simple relief of socks, not tattooing your ankles. Caution: if you're on a low-sodium plan, make it unsalted and season in the bowl. Unfashionable name, unequaled benefit. Beef tendons are nearly pure type I collagen. Slow cooking dissolves them into silky gelatin and joint-targeted peptides that older tissues can use to recushion knees and restore glide. If you've tried everything, and your joints still feel like they're arguing with you, this is the heavy hitter. How to use: simmer tendons 8-12 hours with broth, ginger, garlic, and a splash of vinegar. When fork tender, dice into noodle bowls, stews, or soups. Start with small pieces if the texture is new, and mix with soft veggies or bone broth. Common mistakes: undercooking stays tough, aggressive searing dries, the collagen, or skipping aromatics, flavor matters. Watch for wins: stares that no longer loom, longer walks before fatigue, and a calm, cooled down feeling around the joint line by evening. Caution: align portions with your overall protein needs and medical guidance. Here's how to make this real. Week 1. Add 1 cup bone broth daily. Switch 1 lunch to sardines or canned salmon with bones. Week 2. Stir 1-2 Tbsp gelatin into tea or soup most days. Cook 1 skin-on chicken dinner. Week 3. Introduce pumpkin seeds. At 1/4 cup, divided by day. Enjoy 2 egg yolk breakfasts this week. Week 4. Try beef tendon stew 1-3 times, batch and freeze portions. Track 3 signals: morning stiffness, sock line depth, and stair comfort. If 2 out of 3 improve, your plan is working. Keep going. Let's be honest. Swelling steals more than comfort. It steals freedom. The freedom to get up without planning, to climb stairs without bracing, to walk without thinking about every step. Aging alone doesn't have to write that story. Underfueled joints do. Bottom line: food-based collagen works with your biology. It doesn't shout. It rebuilds in quiet ways. You can feel less heat around the knee, ankles that don't balloon, a smoother stand-up from your chair. Start with broth and sardines. Layer in gelatin and chicken skin. Support with yolks and pumpkin seeds. And if you're ready, give slow-cooked tendons a real 30-day test. Tonight, choose 1 swap. Put broth on the stove. Open a can of sardines. Soak pumpkin seeds. Small steps become sturdy legs. That's how this works. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me your age and which food you'll try first. I read and reply to as many comments as I can. If this helped, tap like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the science-backed health truths that keep you stronger, longer. And remember, your future health isn't written yet. You're writing it. 1 meal at a time. With the right fuel, your best walks are still ahead.